scroll upwards, holding shift. Like, what are holding shift? There, that's I want to see one letter at a time. I want to read this shit like it's a fucking... Show me your pixel. Mayan cake wall.
Is here. Alright,
I want to
so
see the
for
individual
those that are going to be
pixels of
starting with
letter.
me, which will be you two.
I was going to like call your bluff, but I know that.
You guys can head
Never
to
mind.
BB's house
Hey.
and wait there for me.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
you all will be starting at the main port. Just click. Yeah. You guys will be starting here with Scarif.
You want us to go ahead and go in?
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys go in. I'll be in there in just a moment. I have to change into my model. Once you guys are in, you guys can be in character once Scaris gets in there, okay?
Oh,
Okay.
I would like to thank you for making this short person appropriate. I've heard people describe drugs like this before. This ain't natural.
So, the
I-
safe word is
I-
pink elephants, right?
I assume it's bad to lick things here. Because there's a lot of...
Yes.
Don't
Do not.
stare things in the eyes.
Right, okay. Sorry.
If you are unsure of something, it is best to leave it alone.
Sorry.
It is alright. You could all follow me this way. Meet BB and she'll show us the location.
I'm coming. Ooh. I wonder how bipolar Penny's going to be. Don't drink the water unless you've had all your shots.
Fair warning for those of you who recall the appearance of BB, as I've stated, her condition is not improved. The resemblance might be a bit startling to some of you.
Hey, someone ate that mushroom. Gamble. That didn't help.
That's a bit of a help.
Yeah, that is. I wish I didn't wear shoes now.
Yeah.
Claws be very helpful here.
It's easier if you walk around. Got it.
Well, I'm not going back down now.
If you have trouble climbing, there's an easier way out. I can show you. I'm just making sure he gets up without falling.
Shouldn't have done that. Don't worry.
I don't have a lot of time for
Yeah.
It worked out.
Hello, dear. Everyone is here.
We have everything ready. Calliope will be performing the spell, considering I cannot. Right here. Good dear. I think I'm facing that way, yeah? Is there somewhere?
Right.
If you just
You all can feel free to come over. I can come over there. And bury them accordingly. People can give kind words if they want, and then we will have the spell go forward, alright?
Very well. Any word words you wish to speak now, please move forward and do so. Or we send them off. And I suppose I will begin. To you, young Pearl, whose life was very unfortunate to have been in such condition. Take solace in knowing that now you are freed from torture and harm. In these woods, far away from those who hurt you. Your next stage of life will begin. In the great after, or in whatever comes for you. Be at peace. For death is not the end for us, merely the next stage for our next life.
Hey, YouTube.
I will say something. Well, I think a child's rest should be nice. Night lights, so they can never be scared. The sound of water, always nearby, so they can sleep soundly. Soft soil, so nothing will ever be uncomfortable. Nice grassy blanket, but they will always stay warm. And the sky, where they can always dream their endless dreams.
Hey, Gimbal. Could you shut up?
Maybe you may perform the spell now. The ceremonies are never really long, for long goodbyes are always the most terrible. However, you're all free to have moments nearby. the house is not too far if any of you are planning to stay. Say anything. They will rest well here, and they will always be safe.
And
You will take the time you need, alright? You help me. Thank you.
In one way or another, you came in contact with his life. And if even for a second, you instilled a sense of hope that they had never had before. No matter how fleeting, no matter how short, you gave somebody hope. I want us to continue to give others hope. The world could always use a little bit more of it.
So right now, Penny is thinking about the white book. The book that she received when she went to the Temple of Weejoss. when she finally said that I wished to become a follower of Weejoss, and she became an initiate. The White Book lists out as a fairly large section of funeral rites and burial process. The priests of Weejoss specialize in the passing of people. And that's why they uphold the sanctity of death and the process of death. And they keep it holy, that process. And of course, in the funeral rites, it includes those for unknown people. When you come across a body of someone who died of, for some reason or the other, and no one else was around to inter that body or process it, and no one knows who that person is. And then there are funeral rites for children, those that have not experienced much, have not lived much of a life. Everyone here keeps treating this person like a child, but Penny knows that they were not a child. Even though they were young, being held in captivity like that and seeing the horrors they did will cause someone to mature in a way quickly. They lose their innocence very quickly. So in a sense, the soul and the mind of whomever's in that box is not a child. But through its existence, it has only experienced the horrors of life, which Penny is very familiar with. Where did Belle go? So she's dealing with a little bit of guilt that she should have had some kind of involvement in this process. That she feels as though she has a responsibility to make sure that it went correctly. It was done right. This spell that they cast in this foreign plane is this going to affect the soul that has moved on in any way? Will this person be properly memorialized?
I'll ask some old friends to check on you tonight. I'm sure they would love to meet you. I'm sorry if they're a little strange.
You know, I just realized that
Good night.
he's got the horns of an Oni. He needs to ask about those friends. She also wants to talk to Calliope. Oh. what it is that she did.
You want to just think they had it. Sleepy, sleepy.
Never again. I don't care how many bones to break. How much blood I have to put. Won't let this happen again. Chico, I promise.
I need to watch the VOD. Well, yeah, I need to watch the VOD to see if Penny knew what the odds of survival or odds of a successful transplant were. If that was made known to her. I think it was a 50-50 chance. I think at this moment she's going to be placing blame on Slade. Keep looking at the mute button just in case. Oh, there's freaking cobblestone here. There's a path? Interesting. Oh yeah, there's definitely a path. Don't know if it goes this way or not. I guess it does. Is that the back of her helm or the front of her helm? I think it's the back. That looks really spooky from here. What are you thinking?
Yeah, just needed a moment.
Do you want me to go somewhere else?
Nah, you're fine. You're always welcome to be by my side. Just, needed the, it sounds silly, but I needed the water to help calm me down.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Does it?
I mean, yeah. There's something about the pond that, I mean, it's like the one at the onsen. At least the one inside. It's very still.
It's not really that.
What is it?
I grew up in a fishing village. So, I guess my life was always kind of tied to the sea.
So something familiar.
I guess.
I just don't know what to do right now.
Well, if you find that out, then please tell me. Kinda lost myself.
Oh. Just everything inside of me saying that. The whole purpose of this is burial rites. Make sure the body is respected and make sure the body's put to rest so nothing comes back. And this is like nothing that has been taught to me. But I keep my brain keeps getting off of that and figuring out, starts thinking about whose fault it was.
I kind of think that's obvious, but
If you had to pick one person, yeah, but I had doubts. I could have said something. The way
I
they
think
were.
we all had doubts in that moment.
Then why didn't any of us say anything? That's not fair. Why didn't I say anything?
If you're going with that line of questioning, then I think you can just go back to your first question, because why didn't I say anything? I had a feeling it would go wrong. I never said anything because it was, I suppose, the best chance that we had. At the time that I thought, at least. In my head, I could only see Malleus being at the end to greet us, or we had to go and fight that monster again underwater. Both of which would have been impossible in our current, our conditions at that time. Hell.
So it turned out to be a
I
win
was
for the
having...
many.
Yeah.
Do you,
I don't...
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't blame Slade for his decision. He made the right call. At least in my eyes, he did. What were you gonna say?
Do you think that person had a soul?
I do.
They kept referring to it as kept referring to them as an experiment. Did Malleus make him, or was he just someone he found?
I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if Malleus did grow them. But I still believe that they had a soul. Even if they were grown by him.
That's the other thing. I should have asked to be involved in this. It's sort of my duty. I'm trying to trust that everything they did here was right. I have no idea what spell they were using or how they did it.
Isn't it the teachings of... I'm forgetting her name at the moment.
Ouijas.
Yes, we just that as long as the dead has been taken care of in a respectful manner, then it can be handled in any way.
It does depend. There's nothing about taking remains to another plane. Nothing about casting spells. Well, I guess a ritual is a spell, but
Yeah.
like I said, I don't know.
Besides, it's fake culture. They graciously took his remains to a place where they knew that Malleus would never be able to find them. They used their own rights for a person they never even knew.
I mean,
I would say that's more than a respectful way to take care of it.
most people would. I mean, there's definitely writings about what to do when you find some random dead person that no one knows. A lot of don'ts. Don't make mass graves. Don't put them in unmarked graves. Proper ways to cremate and spread ashes.
Yeah. I know it sounds like a cheesy question, but your head is trying to find something wrong with it.
Yeah.
But does your heart feel like there was anything wrong with it?
I can't feel my heart right now.
Yeah, understandable.
If I try to think on that, I start to think of what that soul had gone through. They keep calling them a kid. They weren't a kid. They weren't a child. I know how quickly you grow up in a place like he was in.
Yeah. In terms of age, he was a early adult, early teenager, but yeah, I know all too well how quickly you can mature in situations like that.
When fear and control just become the everyday normal. It makes a really fucked up baseline for someone's life.
That's an understatement.
You start looking forward to bad things. Start hoping for bad things.
Yeah. And you kind of start wishing that those bad things happen to you specifically.
Not even that. It's like the lesser evils. When all the options are bad, the least worst option seems really good.
Well, in that case, yeah.
I mean, you could almost say that. Maybe they're happy with what happened. Either way, it was an end to that.
End to the suffering.
That's the thing, though. It's at a point it's no longer suffering. It's just existing. It becomes the norm. I just... I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm trying to explain. Or find an explanation of.
I'll be honest. I kind of made my peace with it at the end of that mission when we were in the attempts to get them out. All I could think of is, if we try to leave with them, then we'll die. If we try to just give them away to Malleus, then that's just a fate that none of us could accept. How do we get out of this? And I seriously considered putting a bullet in their head.
We could have tied a rope to them. If they start drowning in the water, eventually they're going to suck in a lung full of it and they'll be fine. You can drag them back to...
That wasn't the issue.
There was a plan to not give them to Malleus. But that's... Something like this happened before. You go out to try to save someone, but it doesn't go as planned.
Not to this extent.
So you're as unprepared as I was.
I could just only think of what's the best way that we can do this so that way they won't suffer? And I'll be honest, I guess in the end we did succeed in that.
Yeah, something like that.
I guess this is what they mean by hollow victory.
I just see it as a solid failure with silver lining.
That's kind of what a Pyrrhic victory is.
I'm just... As monstrous as it is, I'm happy that it was Sakoto in a head and not Malleus's experiment in a head.
Yeah, no, I thought that as well. When I saw the teleporter flicker when they disappeared, I knew something had gone wrong, but I didn't want to say anything. I just silently prayed that it happened to Ben
At that point, it was too late.
and not Sakoto.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that. I was kind of expecting just a lost leg or an arm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ask a question.
Alright.
Hey, Flypy. And, Wolf, we can see you. That, spell that you did.
You shouldn't be able to. You might have his avatar hidden.
Okay.
Because it is working.
Oh. Sorry. The spell that you cast. What was it?
It's how flowers grow, basically.
It makes flowers grow. So it wasn't for the person, just to make it nice for them. Okay. I'm not criticizing. I was just curious. And putting flowers
I didn't think you were.
at a grave is very proper. Thank you.
You don't have to. But you're welcome. happy to hear that.
I do. Thank you.
Don't have
I know I don't have to. If there's anything I can do, please don't ever hesitate.
I'm sure it'll be fine. If you want to come by, leave offerings or something like that, you may.
I'll be doing it weekly.
Just talk to Mir first, I guess. You'll need a guide.
I know. I'm not that special. It's, good to see you. I'll, be around.
Tea and food. Anyone needs any? No.
I'm good.
I didn't. Feels proper to offer. Just, let me know if you need anything while you're here.
Thank you. It was they did it right. The spell was to leave flowers at the grave. It was a proper burial.
Okay.
And with,
That's good.
yeah. And with Scar's here, I'm pretty sure that all the other stuff is covered. We just would be happy, basically.
It's your duty.
Yeah.
I don't really know how much you can feel how deep things are, but I will tell you the story of how I became like the way that I am. No longer a fishing village girl, suddenly Mandalorian.
No.
I mean, longer than you need to right now. Probably guess, but
They burnt down your village. Okay, good. At least it's not that cliche. Sorry.
No. It's fine. There was a fairly rich dude, nearby big compound, fancy mansion, that sort of speed.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a thing for collecting exotic animals. Unfortunately, one day he decided to collect one of the most dangerous fucking creatures in the entire goddamn galaxy. It broke out naturally. And then it kind of went in whatever direction that it wanted. Unfortunately, my village was in that path. I got stuck in a basement. The only little bit of the world that I could see outside was just corpses. Left by that thing after it just had its fill of them. What was the short one with the big ears name?
You have to elaborate.
Yeah.
The mouse.
The smelly?
2 days. I was down there for 2 fucking days.
Something like that.
The smell seemed to be on the same wavelength.
As far as what?
All I could smell was them. Connection. But all your experiments here too. Are you gonna leave those in your in my lab at the same time? And you're part of the lab. I'm not supposed to do all that. You kind of have to see all that through.
I'm sorry.
A group of Mandos came and found my village. They were coming by to resupply. They saw the state of the village and they couldn't find what had done it. And then they heard little old me crying in the basement. They gave me the offer of, we can adopt you, or we can leave you at the nearest spaceport. You've already helped me a lot. I mean, you stopped me from naturally traumatized. Huh?
I was gonna say, with those options, having a family sounds a lot better than being dropped off somewhere.
Yeah. Like I said, naturally traumatized 11-year-old me would just take the first option.
Dummy, I don't want something dumb happening to you too.
Yeah.
Man, that I got one of the most strictest fucking training regiments in the entire, well, galaxy, but... How many times have you had to cover too? I'm a walking moron sometimes. Even BB's acknowledged that much.
I would like to point out that Hezekiah just said he's a walking moron. So,
I heard. I'll be honest, I tried to hold back my laughter when I heard that.
silver lining. Yeah.
Here's my gay ass trying to be depressed, and I hear this fucker just talking about how much of a dumbass he is.
I appreciate the segue though.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I just kind of thought it was time that you knew, considering told me what happened to you.
Yeah.
And I guess I can help with the elven thing.
I
Figuring out what I am to someone else.
never had a family.
Realizing my entire life is a lie.
I just remember cages.
All I remember is them being pompous jerks and
I'm not comparing.
No, I know. I know you're not.
And all this sad, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that it happened ultimately the way it did. The silver lining.
Yeah. And same goes to you. You know, I have a family.
Yeah. Let's talk about that armor later.
Yeah. Yeah, I can look at that.
Maybe we can talk details later. Yeah. Yeah.
Get these tears on my eyes. A fucking stain.
I have no pockets. I have no tissues on me. I usually have a towel.
It's fine. I'm just. I ought to buy you a hood.
Huh? What about my hood?
Oh, you said towel. I thought you was.
No, in my pack, I've got like the first aid kit has these gauze in it. It's like a towel.
I am not rubbing gauze into my eyes.
I'm not wearing this ever again.
I'm never gonna rub gauze into my eyes. Alcohol is a component of that. That would burn.
No. It's a roll of gauze. The alcohol's separate. It's not the rubbing pads. It's a roll of gauze.
Oh.
I'm not gonna.
Sometimes forget you can get separate.
Get rid of those tears.
You should make me cry.
Cry those tears out. Clear those tears out with tears. Yeah, that's how that works.
Let's burn the tears out.
Yeah. Scaris disappeared.
One of them is. Isn't he meant to be our guide back?
Alright, now I'm getting concerned. I just wanted to ask him about how this place works with the bodies. If it's just like going somewhere else on the terrestrial. So, was the ocean ever like this?
No, it was a lot more rough.
Yeah, the ones around
Yeah, it's calm
Sasserine.
days though.
Yeah. I've only seen the one around Sasserine, just not violent but chaotic. This is very still.
Yeah, it's always at the high moons.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't realize this place would have stars.
If they're stars.
They might just be weird magic looking like stars.
Yeah. I just hope I run into Scaris before we head back. I can ask him later.
ask him?
About
Will you gain any?
the Feywilds and putting a
Oh,
body
right.
here.
Yeah, I had a body.
I just...
Um,
You're right, I need to stop
Yeah.
searching. You're right.
Then
I suppose, ironically, have a little bit of faith.
thank you for that. I want to see you.
Yeah.
I want to see you.
I think I trust everything. No one here is trying to
We're not exactly happy
do
with
something
each
wrong.
other anymore.
But I do, because of my oath, I want to know what their traditions are.
Now, yeah, I'll be honest, if I was ever confronted with a day that I actually ever had to bury you, I'd make sure that it was done in your ways and not mine.
Get off the ship a little bit, sometimes a few days at a time. Figured that, you know,
I had not
you were
ever thought about that.
I go to Necropolis.
I mean, up until recently, it would have been extremely insignificant.
I come back smelling like a coffin.
I mean,
I end up sick a lot.
I'll be honest, it was kind of one of the main things that was holding me back for a little while about the idea of me dating.
Not when you're covered in ashes, it's not.
Well,
I didn't want to have to go through the process of losing somebody, but I don't know. You kind of made it seem worth it.
the entirety of the globe sitting on the ship.
let's make it a competition.
Wherever you wanted to go.
Who can live the longest?
Please no.
Who can live the longest?
Keep your interest to a book.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can get down
Not-
with that one.
Not who will die the first. Guys, the hell, that's morbid.
I personally
That's very fucking.
Okay. Do you know what the taste of cyanide is? I win.
You just pulled out the good old fashioned. Hey, does this smell like chloroform?
dress up in beach attire. I don't get to do that a lot. I wouldn't mind, walking around
That's level of shit you just pulled out there.
at the beach and
Yeah.
taking some time off.
But yeah, no, I'll be honest. It's part of the reasons why I bought the Book of White for the when we went to visit Sasserine.
afford it. This place doesn't cost just mere credits.
You didn't see anything.
I'll take out a
Lie down.
don't have the answers now, but
Lie down.
I'll figure it out.
All the way. Sit. Lie down. All the way. All the way. All the way down. All the way down. Actually, no, I can't give him a treat right now, or he'll learn that's how you get treats.
My own.
Sorry, my mind drifted off.
No, you're fine.
This friend I can be arranged. I hope you know that.
I'll be honest. At least we can take another silver lining from all this. They got buried in one hell of a beautiful place.
That's true. I
Have you been? Yeah.
don't think I'd mind visiting here again to pay respects.
I mean, I've already kind of broken my promise about not going to other planes, but
Well,
it was kind of breaking it for a good reason.
yeah. 2 good reasons.
Yeah.
I would be a complete mess if you weren't here right now.
I'll be honest, I kind of held on to you for a second there. Kind of needed something to anchor myself.
Yeah.
Well, nonetheless, I'd still like to learn a bit.
Fuck. Yeah, sorry. Last time I felt like this is when I was at a friend's funeral.
Alright.
I'm learning a little bit, and I'm pretty sure Dr. Valentine.
I'll be heading back to the cathedral tonight. I'm not gonna stay the night here.
I might have you help me with the big words.
Yeah, same.
It's fine. I can read it.
I miss that little pickle eater.
Pickle eater?
Actually, no, it was pickled.
God
pickled juice.
damn it, Straz!
Dr. Valentine, a good use.
I'm sorry, what now?
Few of the others
Oh,
were more the aligned.
Sarah, she had this, like, thing where she liked to drink the, you know, those jars of pickles?
Well, yeah. She would
Yeah,
drink. She would drink from them.
Yeah, she would ignore the pickles, she would just go straight for the...
That explains the jar of dried up pickles in the back of the bottom shelf in the fridge. Sakoto had no idea what that was.
Oh fuck, I'm gonna cry again.
Hang on one sec. Hang on one second, I'm sorry.
Fine.
Feeling a little weird. Circles over there, right? We'll move on to that spot.
It's just that way.
Right.
The smaller ones, I think, mostly lead you to other places in the whole house. They can lead you to a larger spot. That's
Got it.
the main.
We'll wait and meet them.
Are you gonna need a guide out?
Yeah, me and Penny are planning on going back.
We'll be waiting by the main circle over there, where you came in.
Alright. Yeah, alright. Thank you.
Right?
Well, that explains the, the jar of pickles. Yeah, no, Calliope mentioned that, our guide will be, waiting by the main circle where we came in.
I think I want to follow them because, I'll get lost here.
So let's do that.
Yeah, my lizard-like instincts are not going to help here. Actually, you know what? My lizard-like instincts are not good for finding my way anywhere.
I don't even think my pathfinding skills would help me here.
Does a compass even work?
I have no idea.
I know I definitely don't have cell signal here. Either I've got the cheap
absolutely.
plan or? Hmm?
I was saying absolutely not.
Yeah. I just hope these mushrooms are not like sacred or something.
I mean, as long as we don't touch them or step on the small ones, I think we'll be fine.
Or lick them.
That kind of goes with just touching them.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't think anyone appreciated my humor when we got here.
I mean, I know that humor's kind of used to cope with something, but honest, that one time I was just like, eh. That's a big stone.
It is. So, where'd you know this friend from? Where'd you know this friend from? Were they just met them at Aegis,
Oh,
or?
Yeah, they're at Aegis.
Right.
Anything that glows in the dark. I'm an adult, but I don't particularly like the dark.
I don't either. And I can see in it. I still feel kind of uncomfortable.
You know, I never tried bioluminescence. That might be worth
There's a
something
little bit of
trying.
algae. Is that what you called it? That you were growing that little tube that was glowing by your tree bed?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's
It's pretty nice.
there's people that.
Something you're already luminescent to me.
Oh, you're the brightest star in my sky too.
It's ready whenever you want to walk through.
Alright. Are you staying here, Sensei?
No, not at all. Human. This place is already messing with me badly enough. I'm heading back.
I'll bring you a few mushrooms and flowers if I can. I'll
That's
bring
fine.
them to the
Thank
station.
you. That
Does
works
this
for
place
me.
mess with humans?
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
We should get you home.
You become more emotional.
You know, you and the other are probably a little bit more protected, given. But yeah, after a little while, it starts to slowly.
Well, that might explain why I was crying next to the lake.
You weren't crying. You took it very well. I was trying to help.
Yeah, sorry, it was a terrible day for rain. Terrible day for rain.
Yeah, your eyeballs were sweating.
Appreciate the help, though, Calliope. If you need anything in return, just let me know. Especially more magic stuff. Off we go, Dr. Vell. Back to the station. Or rather, why don't we go down to the planet first, and then head back up to the station when you feel ready?
Sure. If I stay here any longer, I'm not going back home. So.
Then let's get you out and about.
Just walk into the circle.
Yeah, I don't want to have to burst into tears again.
I'll hold you.
I think that's everyone.
All of a sudden, that's such
Okay.
a
No,
shift. It's like
the town didn't burn down. It
just
got
want
ate by a
everyone to wait a second.
rancor.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So I
Wasn't
would
a rancor.
like
Nice or nice?
for all of you to come with me because there was something that didn't exactly work for
man.
everyone.
What?
Which I'm sad about.
Okay.
We're gonna. Yeah, I'm also sad about it. We're gonna go to BB's house, and then I'm. Okay.
I'm actually glad that you're showing them because I would be very sad if
I want
nobody
to
got to
show
see it.
him because it was really fucking cute. Yeet.
Let me see.
I'm a little
No, we have
sad.
to eat.
what
Crap.
did I miss?
I swear I set it to global, but I think
Click
when I
this
redid
box
it, I forgot
and
to
watch
see
the
it.
ground.
Okay.
Look,
Right.
it said it felt the local.
Oh.
Oh, that's what you meant by Disney.
Yeah, this is what I meant by Disney.
I love it.
That's what you
That
fucking meant
is
by
really
Disney.
pretty. Okay,
That's
that changes
nice.
things. That's pretty.
I gotcha.
Now
That's
Penny
cute.
completely
That's
understands.
what the intent was. Yeah, that's what happened. This is what happened. And I was really sad it didn't work for everyone. But now we all know what it looks like, so everyone can have it in their memories now.
Yay.
Yee.
Somehow
I'm
it
crying
That's what
again.
matters.
felt local. I don't know how.
Oh, you crying again?
That's so depressing.
Where's Emo?
Fucking
He's so cute,
they
but-
start testing
Sorry,
things with
yeah,
other
yeah.
people. All of this was a reference to Pixie Hollow. It's true. Yeah, it's one of their Disney movies. It's Tinkerbell, Pixie Hollow, and the Never Beast.
I don't think I've ever seen or know
My-
what that is.
My
Neither have
internal
I.
Really
thought
cute movie, would
process to
recommend
go.
it.
Ah, does
You
that
like
like the
the
reference,
reference,
Sarah?
Yeah, I.
Nightlights.
Yes.
To be nightlights.
And Penny did one day when Sakoto and Penny went to the fridge. Penny was like, "Why is there a jar of dried up pickles down here on the bottom shelf?" And Sakoto's like, "I don't know."
I remember.
Kinda see you eye to eye.
I remember seeing that on Sakoto's stream or something. I would fucking I was just like, oh no.
This is BB's mom.
She was close to taking off giving
Oh god. I was
secret
actually
name tag.
fucking crying for that.
She was the dip, potato chip.
Virtual hugs if you want them.
I gotta.
I've never met the mushroom.
Yeah.
I just need to pay close attention to.
That's why Belle actually kind of came over and started like you know, like half hugging Penny when they were over here. So it was actually
Yeah,
like
'cause-
tearing up inside down. I was just like, fuck no.
Yeah, because I realized that you had moved really close, so I did lean in. I don't know if you left before I stopped leaning or not, but
Just saw what,
I remember that.
I don't know. I think you did.
Okay. Then I looked up, I was like, "Oh shit, she's gone."
make her mass friends.
Looked around, I'm like, "I can't find her."
We have little flowers here.
And then I saw the two little dots of light, and I pulled up my nameplate, so I was like, "Okay, yeah, there she is."
Fucking dirt. So.
Yeah, I was like, Belle was just like, what's the nearest body of water?
Yeah, yeah.
How's that rib cage?
I was like,
You don't want to talk about it, dog.
But yeah, this is what I wanted to show everyone. I'm just glad everyone got to see it now. Because it was really sweet.
Like, I'm pretty sure if I would have been
Because
anywhere else,
It is, it's really nice.
or like indent, like a memory foam
I just love the
indent of
slow
Slade
grow.
in that floor. I would have been dead.
I'm trying to decide if I want to stay up for Aunt's or not, because it's still 2 hours away.
Yeah.
And I know that.
I'll go
Looney
into it, but
Tunes
I'll need to
imprint of
charge
Slade in
everything.
the ground.
Yeah. The other thing is towards the end, like this scene was awesome. I'm still completely awake now, but towards the end of Meat Rack, I was like, sorry.
Yeah, no, you heard me yawning.
Oh yeah, I probably helped you start it too.
Probably.
Yeah.
I need you to be proud of my
What
good
is
save
Pixie
speed.
Hollow? I don't know.
So
Those
long as I am not doing the fist.
I don't
fight,
either.
she
I think it's some
keeps her,
Tinkerbell movie or
finger
something.
off.
I never watched it.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, fucking animal.
Well, that's what they said it was, because I had no idea what it was either.
Hey, fix her eyes.
But it also means
Her
that
eyes
Ah,
are
my-
supposed to be
You're right.
purple.
Because I'm sitting.
Oh my god! Every time I open my mirror, I die.
There it goes. This is
Don't
why I'm
open your mirror.
slowly lowering.
Yeah, I could.
Are her eyes purple?
Yeah, no, like
So, you know,
I'm gonna do
whenever I
it.
opened up my
how
fucking.
there's like a fist
What do
and
you
Can't
there's
stop
a
me.
clenched fist.
You're right.
fucking
I opened
game
my mirror and everything
freezes
froze
if
I
I
over.
opened up
second.
the fucking
Now.
Steam
I
VR.
guess that-
Oh yeah.
A lot of people just have it where
Oh
just
my god.
Don't do that. That's why I have a toolkit.
so if
Yeah.
you just
Because it used to do
lightly
that to me
close
and
your
it stopped.
fist, gun. You'll accidentally fire your gun off.
I'm gonna go join the group. Talk about
when
guns.
you're
Now
showing
on
index
Jonas.
controllers, it's really simple.
Fucking different.
How I have it set up on Jonas is that
Hola.
it will only fire if I go
¿Cómo estás, mi amigo?
from one gesture to another.
I hope you guys enjoy.
White, I see. Okay.
So it's a lot
From a
more
specific
intentional
gesture
that
to
way.
another?
Yeah. From
Understood.
Gesture 1 to gesture 2, and
I
no
s-
other
oh, I-
combination will work.
Mucho
That's why I
gringo.
like- That's why I like the pulling the trigger.
No frijoles, por favor.
Like,
See, I like to walk into a club like this, and everyone like is like, "Oh, white boy," and then just boom.
Oh,
Like, what?
you deceived us. Now you're somewhere in between. Ow.
True, you did.
Don't
Can I just
don't
say
make
the
me.
sound on that is great?
Oh my god.
Dreamer.
Where?
Okay, I'm a dreamer.
Streamer.
I do stream. I do stream.
Is that? Are those like cat ears, or
They look like little horse ears with the way that they're like being.
I'm leaving. I'm gone.
Show me the ears. What are they?
They're cat ears. They are cat ears.
They're cat ears?
Yes.
Okay, because with the silhouette here where it's so dark,
Mhm.
all I can see is like the vague outline of them, and with the way that the horns are sort of cutting out part of like where the silhouette of the ears would be.
I hate.
They look like little horse ears where they like start tiny and then go big.
I hate
I was like, oh shit.
that I cannot unsee this now.
You're welcome.
They won't give me a fucking
I'll-
lightsaber.
See, it's hard to figure out where to put ears and horns on the same head.
How dare you?
Me a lightsaber. Give
Yeah.
Slade a lightsaber.
I don't think I'm going to the onsen tonight.
We're fully aware of it. It's like
Because I didn't get to ask you. Did you enjoy being
Oh my
crazy?
gosh.
Yeah.
Yes, I enjoyed being
I'm
so
bright.
fucking insane.
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's who I was shooting at when I wasn't. Actually, I don't know if you. Oh, bye.
Oh, don't do that.
I was gonna ask him if he saw, because there were a couple of times where you'd appear and she'd go, "What the fuck? Who are you? Why are you here?"
Bye.
It would all of a sudden be much lighter on his neck area. So maybe.
I'll shoot God.
It's not a. It's
That's
not
it.
big of a deal.
That's
Yeah,
it.
no, because it's not like it's not.
Come
like
here.
a world
Come here.
thing.
Gimme. Gimme.
It looks like an
Your sanity is mine now.
sunlight, and you know.
No.
Oh, there we go.
All right, let's go find someone to raid.
Not that I have much love.
Raid.
Sorry, not sorry.
Who is streaming?
Dude, the between that and then the talk with Sinichi afterwards.
It was
like,
great.
later on.
We're gonna raid her
Oh
though.
my god.
Let's start raid. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Again, fantastic as always. I love you all.
Who is the egg?
Thank you for hanging out with me today. Tomorrow's Monday. Again, as always, I'm going to do my best to do Aether. I really do want to. So hopefully I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.